So, doing a service call, we're getting a 2 flash. Once again, let's see where I'm at. It's a 2016 Ream, my favorite. You can watch if you want.
Oh, okay.
But that's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting a fault code on your valve.
Okay.
Which says that the thermopile voltage is low. That's the voltage. So there's no battery in here. It uses the pilot flame to create a small amount of voltage to run the circuit board. And so it's saying that that is low. So I'm going to measure that to verify that it's telling me the right thing. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not low. So you have 533, still counting, right?
So it's not low, right?
No. I mean, it's not as high as it could be, but it's definitely not in the low range. Anything below 300 would be like a faulty. So it's probably your circuit board, probably your circuit board, or it could be your valve. Sometimes when it throws those 2 flashes, it's actually the valve. Which isn't a correct code fault, but fortunately, yeah, see, it's still climbing, right? 2, 5, 4. So we're good there. That's good. That means I don't have to break into that thing, because that's a real nightmare to get into. So that's a good sign. So that's why I don't listen to what it says. I check it and verify it. So that's kind of good news.
Okay, great.
So I should be able to get this running, no problem. Well, maybe I shouldn't have brought it up then, huh?
No, he already told me, because I told him at school. Go check who's calling me. Or I could see it from yours,
Okay, so what I did is I measured the thermopile voltage. We had about 560. Oh, there we go. It's going back into a 2 flash. So it's either the circuit board or the valve. You excited for candy? Yeah, it's good, huh? Candy's good. It was on for a couple seconds, but then it went back into its...
Yeah.
It started flashing red. So. I'm gonna check the valve, see what the valve says. Usually it's the valve when it does that. But to get to the
valve.
This is the valve right here.
Okay. So. Yeah, the only smart thing we could do is try to flash it back on the pilot, and that was it, because we don't know if we want to move all that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. I mean, you wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, when you don't know something, you're like, and especially with that, no.
Yeah, no, this is. So we'll just check the valve, see if something's out of spec. Of course, it's never out of spec. So it says everything's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a different circuit board on there.
Okay.
And then run it again, see if it holds and stays, and if it goes back into that 2 flash, then I'll change the valve and then put your old circuit board back on, and then we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Unfortunately, you got to wait all day for me to finally get freed up. Sometimes I can sneak over during the day and take care of this stuff, because it only takes like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but plus I was at work too. So
oh, were you? Oh.
Yeah, and the day I got here like until 3:30. So.
Oh, yeah.
So this time is perfect for me, and I was like, I'm not even going to take my kids to trick-or-treating because the oldest, he's candy, so...
Candy for kids, that was a big deal. No, I gotta wait for it to...
Oh, okay.
I gotta wait for it to come up. Okay, now it's on.
Yeah,
Yellow clip.
That's why I turned on the dryer.
Oh, so you can hear it?
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, we'll know if it goes off.
That thing lets you know, or is it lighter?
Yeah, this will do the same thing. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it shut off again. It's really hard to see back in there. Okay, so let me change the valve. I worked on a lot of these. I worked on when I first started running into this particular sort of bad fault code or whatever you want to call it. I was doing what it told me, right? I was like, oh, it's the thermopile. So I changed the thermopile. That thermopile's bad. I change another thermopile. That thermopile's bad. Yeah. And then I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to change the valve. And then I changed the valve, and all of a sudden, everything was fine. So that's when I started realizing that it's not, you know, when it tells you that code, you have to verify it. So when it tells you the thermopile voltage is low, or the battery, if you want, like, if it tells you that the battery is low, check the voltage on the battery, and if it's not low, then there's a good chance it's the valve. And a good way to do that, to check that.
Oh, that's the piece that you say like they sell in pieces. That one's a piece, and that's different.
Yeah, so this is like your circuit board.
Okay.
This is your circuit board, and this is basically the valve body itself. So I can take this valve body.
That's the main head.
Yeah, this just takes the gas, and it's like a door that opens and closes. So it keeps the gas back, and then when this little wire right here is called a thermistor, and that goes to basically a water temperature sensor, right? Which is connected to the circuit board. So the circuit board is monitoring the water temperature. Yeah. And then it says, hey, the water's cold. And then it opens that door, or that valve, and releases the gas, and then the gas pours in there. Yeah, the gas goes in. That's what we suspect is bad right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Alright, so at this point I'm suspecting that it's the valve, so I'm replacing the valve, and then I'm going to fire it back up and test it. So just trying to fast forward through this footage here so that we can see how the test comes out after replacing the valve. Yeah, I gotta go back sometimes. Sometimes you think you fix it and you gotta go back. But I tell people if I have to come back, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna charge you, like, a service call every like if it's within a week or two or something. If it's like a year later.
Well, yeah, of course.
That's different. Pretty sure that's what it is. There's a chance that, that's not it. So sometimes it's the valve, sometimes it's the circuit board. Just like the circuit board itself, just like starts doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, actual physical components go bad on it. Even SDG&E won't do anything for you.
Yeah, he told me I can't touch it. And I was like, okay, we'll take this. At least we tried.
No, it's doing something else.
Oh, don't say that. No.
Yeah, it's doing something else. It's just hard for me to look inside there and see what's going on with it. But it's like blowing out. Let me look at the rest of it. it's like blowing out the, it's like blowing itself out. Alright, we're gonna be here a little bit longer.
Okay, you take your time.
Let's see if I can, yeah, now it's going into the 2 flash. Okay, so there's probably nothing wrong with that valve.
Okay.
We got tricked. That's too bad. Yeah, it's doing something where it fires up and then it's sort of smothering itself. Kind of like it's not getting oxygen. Oh. Oh, he worked on it yesterday?
He changed this part only.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. You're a brave man digging into this water heater. This water heater is a real one. Oh, okay. Well, I wish you'd have told me that when I got here.
Why do you think he put it wrong?
No, they're, probably not, but, it just tells me, gives me a direction to go in. Like, if you work on it, you know, then I have an idea that... Okay, so, you replaced the pilot assembly yesterday.
Yeah, that was new. This is the old one.
Yeah. Okay, so... Alrighty. Yeah. Well, there's water down in here too, so... Alright, so we got water. That's probably what's smothering it. Alright, we're going in all kinds of different directions. Right now, this service call just got crazy on me. Now I gotta put everything back together, get the water out. I thought I saw water yesterday, but it was all cleaned up when I got here. Okay, so that's good, because I don't want to dig into this. Oh my gosh. So much going on. So the water heater's full, right? Yeah. It's full of water? Okay. Do you have electricity? Yes. Okay, so I didn't see it. There's mucho agua on the bottom. It's like a bowl. I thought I saw it in that photograph that you sent me.
Uh-huh.
That's why I was asking for the video, because I swore I saw a lot of water. Mm-hmm. And then I got out here and everything was dry and I didn't see it, so I was like, oh, it must be in my mind, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that's what was choking it out. So the air comes in through the side, comes down through the bottom. So if you interrupt that flow of air with water, and there's insulation, so when the water hits the insulation, it expands like a sponge. It holds that water, and it chokes it. It just chokes it out, because that's what it was doing. The flame was like dancing around and then was going out. And that's why I was throwing that 2 code, and I don't know, just you go on and on and on, right? So, yeah, I should have checked it. I almost didn't check it, but I saw like a glimmer. I saw a little glimmer from my flashlight, and I'm like, wait a minute. And so I reached in there. So I just...
basically is not letting it...
Yeah, it's a really kind of a bad design. It's sort of a bad design with Rheem water heaters. They're kind of like a bowl at the bottom, and they hold all the water, and it fills up like. If you try and lift this thing, feel how heavy this is.
Oh yeah, no, you can feel it.
Yeah, it's like, you know.
Do you have anything inside here?
Well, there might have been a little water in there, but not that much.
That's too much.
Yeah, that's like super full. That thing's topped out.
I was starving.
Oh yeah, no, eat. Go ahead and eat.
No, that's right.
I'm all about eating.
So I told him, I was like, hey, I want you to taco.
Yeah, I'm all about eating.
It's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. It's your house. You're hungry. It's dinner time. Like, eat, yeah.
Especially if you love eating. Just kidding.
Oh, I love it too. I love eating too. I'm a big eater. I'm not eating dinner tonight. I had like pizza for lunch, so I'm good. Alright, so...
No running. We're gonna go right now.
Yeah, sorry buddy, we're almost done. So I think the job you did was good. It was so far.
So far, hopefully.
I think you did almost everything correctly. You just needed to get the water out, and you would have been fine. That's what I think, because I didn't even know that you worked. I mean, I didn't see a lot of insulation and stuff, so I knew somebody had been into it. So I was like, okay, well, whatever.
I was like, I didn't tell him. He's like, well, you should. I was like, oops.
Yeah.
Like, should I tell him or not tell him? You know? He's like,
oh yeah, no, tell me everything.
Yeah, he's like, tell him. I was like, okay.
Yeah, tell me everything.
Oscar.
So I just ripped this insulation out. You don't really need it. The water heater is like...
Whatever it takes for my water to run hot.
Exactly. You don't care, right?
I don't care.
Why would you care?
If you want to break that door and leave it like that, I don't care.
I know. Just get you hot water. Oh, I know. Oh, there's all kinds of screws all over the place.
I'm just joking about the door though.
Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah, I think that's what it was.
Hopefully.
Man, you were so close. You were so close.
Turn off again?
No.
Oh.
No, he was so close. He did a very good job. You changed out. This is the hardest water heater to work on.
Yeah, he changed that.
This one is very difficult. The 4 bolts inside and getting it lined up perfectly, and the layers of insulation, and the 2 screws in the front. I hate working on these things. Every time I see one of these models, I get like, oh no. Yeah. Yeah, I think you got it.
He used to work.
Oh yeah. I think you're going good. So keep this. So keep this, because this is probably bueno. This is probably fine.
Just in case.
Yeah, because it tested. Remember, I put my tester on this, and everything was good. I do that on all of them, and they all say that.
And I told them, I was like, hey, take that part and give it to me so I can 5
All right, so we think we got it. It was just the water.
Oh, wow.
The whole time, which I thought I saw, but didn't see. Ignored. All right, so I don't know if you guys picked up on what happened there. So she contacted me. He had actually worked on the water heater already, which is a hard water heater to work on. I totally applaud him. 2016 Rheem. Thank God they discontinued that one. He worked on it. He changed the pilot assembly. There was some kind of leak. I think it was the drain valve, because they sent me some pictures of it, and I swore in the photos I saw a ton of water. They were just kind of blurry photos, you know. It was just low light, but I swore I saw photos. And that's why I brought my vacuum with me. And when I came out to look at it today, I just didn't pick up on the water. I didn't see it anywhere. Everything looked dry. It fired up. I mean, it had all the telltale signs of a bad valve. For a new thermopile, they should have been getting way higher than 540. They should have been at like 760. So that didn't really trigger anything, and they didn't tell me that they worked on it. They didn't. I mean, I could kind of tell that somebody worked on it. There was so much like kind of scraps of insulation and stuff all over, and I could tell it was kind of, when it initially lit up, it was like doing this like kind of back pressure thing that it does when the gas takes a little longer to ignite. you get kind of this little bit of a blowout, just like you hear this wheezing sound, and where the insulation comes off, you can hear the pressure sort of escaping. It's not a real big deal, but I did see that a couple times, and that's why I don't like digging into those models, because it's real hard to fix that. But so I was chasing it around, and I was ready to take it apart and rip into it, and because I thought maybe didn't install the pilot assembly in the right location, that maybe it was just blowing itself out, but it was choked out because of the water that I couldn't see. So once I saw the water, obviously, right, got the water out of it, and it ran fine. So always double check, make sure there's not 2 inches of water in the bottom of your water heater. If it is, the air cannot get in, it will not sustain combustion, and the flame will go out, and you'll get all kinds of weird fault codes. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. Consider subscribing to my channel. It's Halloween tonight, so we're gonna let these guys go trick-or-treating, and we will see you on the next one.